multiplex. Your boy, you see next how that mag and shoddy work. Can't rid this smell with bath and body works. It's sad and probably worse. First, the chroma spit. Wise guys do drive-bys and don't own a whip. Time come, divine sons need a song to rip. Thugs and harmony, cool, I got a bone to pick.
Vlogs, battles, music videos, interviews, and much more. Pushing the culture forward. No Mercy TV.
Hey guys, remember me? My name is No Mercy. Man, I know I ain't been on this camera in a minute, but last week has been crazy. You feel me? Man, oh man. I wouldn't have had it any different. Honestly, one of the best weeks of my life. My son was born. Shout out to my strong soldier of a wife. Man, listen, this was a week. This was a week. This was a hell of a week. You know, to start, it's so much to talk about in this, you feel me? Like, I couldn't get on this camera and come just like right back to battle rap. Why? Because I felt like this week was just like such a life-changing experience, you feel me? Like, just an eye-opener. Learned a lot, you feel what I'm saying? Especially, you know, I'm 34, first-time parent, you know, wife the same age, first-time parent as well. I don't even know where to begin, you feel me? Shit, I can begin last summer adjusting his pacifier, making sure he good. When my wife took me out to lunch at this fire spot out in Queens, and you know, we sitting there eating, talking, having a good time, and the manager pulls up with a cake with sparkles on it, and I'm like, looking at him, I'm like, yo, is that for somebody else? And then I turn and look at her. She's looking at me, smiling and shit. I'm like, what's going on right now? It's not my birthday, you feel me? And as he's setting the cake down, she's like, yo, our life's about to change. I'm like, what's going on? And she pregnant. I'm like, oh, okay. It's really lit now. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely long overdue, something that, you know, we've been always talking about. The funny thing about this, right? There was a day where I was doing laundry and somebody's baby clothes, I happened to bring it upstairs by mistake. And she said, like, yo, we're going to just, you know, hold on to it for good luck. And you see what happened. You feel me? So this past week, and it's crazy because I want to give y'all the entire experience. Like, I want to give y'all detail in terms of everything that went on, how things were supposed to happen, and then what actually happened. You know, so originally, right, we had a due date of March 28th. As y'all see, right now I'm recording this, is the 23rd. We had a due date of the 28th, right? So I based a lot of things around that day. I took off from work based around that day, et cetera, you know. So the baby, he's growing fast. Like, he's getting real big, and it's to a point where it's like, yo, they gotta get him out of there, you know. So we wound up getting a readjusted due date of, I believe it was supposed to be the 15th or the 16th or something like that, right? So you know, we make our plans and everything, and we go into the hospital. Now, with it being an early delivery, the labor has to be induced. You feel me? So with labor being induced, it's all sorts of like medications, and different procedures and stuff they have to go through to prepare the body for labor. You understand? It's almost like a fake out. You got to make the body think that is going into labor in order to actually, make the labor happen. I'm no medical expert, so if I get any of the terminology or whatever wrong, I'm sorry. You feel me? So we were going to originally do she was going to originally do the natural birth, but the procedures that she was going through, it began to wear on her and begin to really like stress her out and stress her body and stuff like that. So we were in the hospital for 4 days before, it got to a point where it was like the baby's heart rate dropped while he was in there, and a whole bunch of, staff and stuff just rushed in. And my wife kind of felt a little overwhelmed, so she, had to ask them, "Yo, y'all gotta leave," and stuff like that, because she need to get her mind right. It's a stressful situation, and y'all already know. If y'all want any, other details and stuff like that, if y'all got any questions, hit me in the comments, and I'd be glad to share certain details and stuff like that with y'all. But she was just like, "Yo, I'm tired of all this, the procedures and stuff like that. You're gonna have to cut me." You feel me? Snip, snip. C-section. So they wound up, taking her down, prepping her for the C-section, and it was successful. They wound up getting them out of there, and it was a crazy scene. Like, I had to do the whole put on the lab stuff, the gown and the cap and, stuff like that. If you're on my Facebook, you've probably seen the picture that I posted with it and all that. I had to wear that when I was going into the room where they was doing the C-section. I had to be masked up and everything. And when I came around, because it was like she's laying on the table, it's a sheet separating the lower part of her body from the upper part of her body. So, I'm sitting down over by where her head is at. We talking and everything. She glad to see me because, they had to take her away for a little while to prep her and stuff like that. So, she just wanted to be in there with somebody she was familiar with. And they doing the C-section, and we hear the doctors and all that say, "Hey, happy birthday," and then we hear crying. And I'm not gonna hold y'all, I shed a few tears. You feel me? Like, upon hearing him and seeing him, it was just like, yo, and I always thought I'd be one of them people that, like, I wouldn't cry at the birth of a child, but it just came out. You understand what I'm saying? So, it was a successful delivery. He was good. He came out. You better stop. All right. Yo, he's a feisty little one. Hold on. Relax. Hey, open. Here. Giving him the pacifier so he could calm down and all that. I'm leaving all this in there. I'm not editing nothing. You feel me? But, yeah, so, he comes out, and, everything is great. Everything is great. He's a nice, healthy baby. He came out 8 pounds, 5 ounces. You know what I mean? Definitely a big boy. And we wound up having to stay in the hospital for 2 more nights, just for a little, recovery process and stuff like that. She still is, healing up from, the whole pain and, everything else she had to endure. So she kind of, is taking it easy. But overall, this was different. Like, I ain't never been through nothing like this before. I've had friends and family that done had kids and stuff like that. But in terms of actually being involved with, like, the process and knowing what's going to happen and stuff like that, this was a first for me. All of this shit tripped me out. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'll tell you one thing. I'm glad we wasn't in no damn Harlem hospital. We was in a nice hospital out in Long Island. You know what I mean? But listen, Harlem Hospital, that's a place where they will have 2 patients sharing bathrooms. Like, I'm good off that. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm glad to be in the suburbs now where, it's a nice, quiet area. And it's a good place to raise a child. You know what I mean? So, yo, if you don't stop spitting out this pacifier, open, here you go. He just falling asleep. He might be just falling asleep. I think that's what it is. Here you go. Hey, you don't want it? All right. He opened his eyes for the first time yesterday too, so that was just amazing to me. The way he was just like looking around, like he was just like just looking around like this. I'm like, yo, that just looks so amazing. His eyes are gorgeous, like for real. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm enjoying every moment of this. Like, if I have to talk about the two most proudest days of my life, it's really like the day we got married, and then the day that he was born. You know, my two personal, like those are always two things that I wanted to get done. I wanted to get married. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I know to some people they not with it. You know, the whole having to commit and be with one person and stuff like that. But listen, man, I have a long history of just, you know, dealing with women and stuff like that. So I've never been one of them guys that like, yo, I'm just going to be trying to bag joints forever. Like, nah. You know what I mean? Like, eventually you want to settle down with one female that you know is going to hold you down through everything and just be a complete ride or die in every sense of the word. Like, and she's that, you know what I mean? So when we got married, definitely one of the best days of my life, you know? And then just the chance to be able to go through this with her, and, you know, we both having our first child, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad he's a boy. You feel me? I got a boy on the first go. Yo, man, listen, I couldn't be more happy. You feel me? I mean, I'd have been happy with, you know, boy or girl, but, you know, the fact that I got a prince on my first go is great for me. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I really just wanted to come by and just holler at y'all, talk to y'all about the experience. Yo, let me tell y'all what happened yesterday. Last night, mind you, this is his first night home, son. This is first night home. Bruh, it's like 1 a.m. Me and my wife look at each other. We like, yo, we smell something. Smell smoke. Do you know, I don't want to give too much detail, but there's this lady in my building that was like stealing people packages and shit. Turns out her apartment burnt up. It's crazy. I'm trying my best not to be a dick when talking about the situation, because it really is kind of a thing of karma when you've been like stealing people's packages and then your house, you know, burns up the way hers did. And I've seen pictures. Oh, it looks bad. The people that were in there, they were just like injured. They don't have like no critical, you know, injuries or nothing like that. It actually was on the news not too long, this morning, you know, but the fact that, we went through that whole ordeal and he was asleep, like he was knocked out the entire time. Like, we had to, evacuate from the building. We had to go wait in the car, and then I had came back upstairs to kind of, you know, try to pack some stuff in case we had to leave and to go to somebody else's crib. And he slept through the whole thing. I'm like, he probably be the type of baby to sleep through a tornado or something. Like, you feel me? Like, this is just crazy. You know what I mean? So I ain't want to really ramble and talk y'all ears off. I just wanted to kind of, you know, keep y'all updated and kind of share my experience with y'all, let y'all know what was going on. You know, I'm extremely happy about this. You know, this is just one of them things that, you know, I think every man should want to experience. And, you know, I'm grateful for the fact that I was able to do it right, you know, in terms of just not having to do the baby mama thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, get married, find you a woman that, you know, is a woman in every sense of the word, is just an amazing individual overall, and then have kids with her. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this shit is about at the end of the day. Like, you know, we all got other goals and ambitions for ourselves and shit like that, but you still, at the end of the day, I think in order to just to keep manhood alive, like, you have to have a contribution to keeping the race going, to keeping the species going. You know what I mean? So, get out there, have you some kids and, stuff like that. I'm not just saying have kids with just anybody. You feel what I'm saying? But settle down with a nice woman, or, if you might be polygamous, you might want 3 or 4 women. You know what I mean? If you could afford all them babies and stuff like that, then go ahead and have them. You feel what I'm saying? But for me, this just marks a real important checkpoint in my life. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I definitely want to use my platform to just, lightly speak on it, lightly touch on it. And if y'all have any questions about anything, let's shop this fable. We are live every Saturday morning at 10. So, it don't just always have to be about battle rap. If y'all want to jump in the chat now, the entire Let's Shop This Fable, all 3 of us are parents now. You feel what I'm saying? So, y'all might have questions and stuff y'all want to know about parenting and, things of that nature. That y'all might want to, not fully understand, and y'all might want to know about, the certain intimate details of the process and stuff like that. Y'all can always inbox me and, things of that nature, and I'm going to hold y'all down. You feel what I'm saying? But, she ain't knocked out. But I think one of these days I'm going to get her, on this camera, so she could kind of, speak to y'all, share her experience with y'all. Y'all can hear from her mouth exactly, how things were. And, y'all get her updates and she could tell y'all how she felt. You feel me? But I appreciate all y'all, man, for real. Like all y'all that been rocking out with this platform, rocking out with this movement. Don't get it twisted. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still No Mercy at the end of the day. You feel me? So, but at the same time, this channel, we still gonna be all battle rap. You feel me? All battle rap, hip hop, other interesting stuff. Y'all gonna get more fall from graces. Y'all gonna get me, just talking to y'all about different topics that I want to speak on. Don't get it twisted. Even though I've been, for the most part, off the internet for these past few days, I have been checking in. Like, I haven't played the social media shit too heavy. Like, just really not really scrolling my timeline, just more so, making posts, posting, pictures of us, stuff like that. But I've been on YouTube, and I've been catching a lot of things that been going on. So, I have a bunch of stuff saved to my watch later that I have to watch. I got to watch the face-offs that dropped. I got to watch a few battles. There's a few battles that caught my eye that I want to see. I didn't get a chance to watch Loso and A-Ward versus KD and MVP, I think it was. You feel me? I definitely want to watch that battle. Those are all my guys. You feel me? Like, people I rock with heavy. So, that's the battle I got to tune into. I seen that Royce was on the Joe Budden podcast. They talking about the Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz thing. So it's a lot of stuff I got to catch up on. But once I do, we are definitely going to be talking about a few things. You understand? So, make sure y'all stay tuned to the movement. I appreciate all of y'all that tuned into this blog. I know this blog is long-winded as hell, pushing probably 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. So, I really just wanted to come by and update y'all, let y'all know how everything was going. And, yeah, man, any questions, hit the comments. Let me know, what y'all feel like I should cover, what I might have missed, et cetera, et cetera. And I will talk to y'all soon, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. Hey, you want this pacifier? All right, I don't know what he's going to do, but I'm going to get back to him, and I'll holler at y'all soon, man. I'm out of here. Peace.